Morning, folks. I hope you're well. Better than myself, actually. I wanted to I was meant to do a video yesterday, but there's just no chance. As you can tell, I'm not very well. So I'm feeling a bit yucky today. I've got a bit of the lurgy. Well, I have done since the weekend, and it's not very good. No matter what we do, it's quite vicious. So if we weren't looking after ourselves the way we've been trying to do, then I'm sure it could have been probably worse. And it was expected, because I could feel since Christmas that I was so run down that something was going to happen anyway, and since everybody else had colds, it was more likely to be that. Excuse me. So because everybody else was sick on and off with viruses have been around, and the bacterial infections and stuff, I think this is just a viral one. But whew, as you can tell from my cheeks, I'm absolutely boiling. But so I haven't been able to do anything at all. I've not touched the craft since last Friday or Thursday, was it? I've not done anything more in the house, except maybe I cleaned the bathroom, because when there's illness in the house, I mean, there's no tummy bugs, it's just a cold or flu-like virus, but I still like to clean all the hygiene areas of the house. I've been opening windows and airing the house still. That's just something I'd normally do anyway. And sometimes during the day the back door's open just to let air into the house. So I do exchange the air in the house so we don't keep the bugs in the house. It's more like when we come into contact with other people that have been ill. So let's hope it just wears itself out and gets on with it, because I've got too much to do. I don't have patience with being ill. Excuse me. My eyes stream as well. There you go. It's one of those nasty things. So what do you do when you're not feeling well? You can't do anything else. You just can't function. Well, me, I decided over the weekend to do a 1,000-piece puzzle. Okay, I got that done by yesterday, and it took that long because so often the cold takes hold and your eyes are streaming, you just can't see anything at all. But I did it. So when it was finished, I bagged up, I took, if you could tell, the little sections like that, the sections, I broke up the puzzle in sections and bagged up sections, so that I'm now going to pass it on to somebody else. Because I've done it now, I don't need to pile it up in the house, because I've got enough stuff in the house, thank you very much. I enjoy puzzles, but I'll pass it on to friends who might like to do the puzzle and ask them to do the same thing. Bag it up in sections and pass it on to somebody else. Obviously not whole sections, broken up so that people could do one little section at a time, like mini puzzles. But yeah, I'm glad I got that done. I was hoping to collect my granddaughter today as well, but it's just no good. I'd be making her ill as well. So there, enough about the lurgy. Let's not dwell on these nasty things. So while I've got the opportunity, in case I don't get a chance again later, is a sneeze coming on? Hang on. No. Okay, hang on. Let's do this again. Excuse me. Right, so talking about since beginning of last year, not the beginning, say March-ish or so, we've done for years, we've been slowly coming off meat. We were really restricting ourselves to once a week and then once a month, just mainly for health reasons, because we were finding that meat and dairy products were making us very ill. It was sitting in our stomachs. I think it's something to do with our age, that we need less maybe, and our diets need to change to something much lighter and more natural. naturally our bodies just, I think it's a sign of just getting older that we need to change our diets, because we couldn't eat, even just small handfuls would make us feel very ill. It would sit in our stomachs and make us feel uncomfortable and bloated and lethargic and very uncomfortable, and actually start giving us cramp. So we have been, over the past couple of years, changing our diet slowly and transitioning very slowly, going mostly vegan, but it still didn't feel right, because even in vegan food there's still a lot of processed stuff, faux meats and stuff like that you want to alternatives to our normal diet, because we still want like our normal British Dodge type foods, like our shepherd's pies or cottage pies and stuff like that, or pizzas. And so we can easily go into very highly processed, not very healthy alternatives, because we want to eat vegan but not meat, but it's just as unhealthy as the meat stuff to us. It wasn't making us feel any better. So a complete different change was rethinking. In my church we have what's called the Word of Wisdom on diet and food and stuff, and it's basically looking at it. I mean, it says meat to be eaten sparingly, if and not at all, except in times of winter, famine and cold. I mean, understandably there are people in the world who live in areas where there is nothing else, and that's what they have to do to survive. Fine to them. I am not one of those people that will prescribe or proscribe any kind of lifestyle. Every individual has to do what is right for them. It is a personal choice, and it is right that they assess that for themselves. And as one of the reasons I don't associate myself as vegan, because even though the majority of vegan people are good and lovely people who are compassionate, there are too many militant people who think they have the right to force people and be aggressive and violent in their actions, and I do not support that at all. I believe in the silent revolution, which is a permaculture way and a Christian way, and many other faiths as well. I believe in the same thing, but I also believe that each to their own. So I leave each to their own, and that's why I don't call myself vegan. I'm a human being, and I try to live in compassion with the planet, the world, and people, and everything on the planet. And that is it. So my motivation for changing my diet is not to do with that. That's a general principle I have. My diet is basically, I'm changing for the sake of my health, as is evident. And so whole food, plant-based has been the way for me to go. And we've been doing that now for, I think it's since, when have we been doing it more properly? Since after summer last year. I think it was about September, October. We've been doing more whole food, plant-based, and really slowly starting to change to that. But I found that I needed a bit more help and a bit more information. So what I did is I ordered the Forks Over Knives plan, and I've been looking at a lot of stuff on the Pick Up Limes website and YouTube channel, which is really lovely, very down to earth, very informative. She is a nutritionist, qualified, and deals with her patients and clients. Clients more like. Has been doing it for very many years, knows what she's on about. So I trust her, because I tend to go on my gut instinct and what I feel. If something feels right, then I will go with it until until I feel different about it. It feels right, so I am going whole food, plant-based. We're transitioning into that, but have already been. So it's quite easy for us, because when I look at all the ingredients lists and things, it is literally a lot of what we already eat. Because a lot of the stuff that we don't eat on whole food, plant-based is the refined, processed stuff, which is always not a good thing anyway on any diet or plan. So this is not, I don't do diets, I haven't done for very many years, because I think that's just being bad for myself. It's not good for anybody's mental health to keep going on diet, so I haven't done that for years. And since doing that, going on to more plant-based diet, I had lost a stone, and I've been doing it slowly, and I lost that stone over a year, so which is good. So I'll continue to do that, and at least now I have far more ideas of recipes and things, and food doesn't have to be so, as people would imagine, bland. So I'll just continue to do that. That's what I've been doing for a few years. I've been going in that direction. It feels right, so I'll just continue that way. And I'm still here. I'm not got any major health issues. I go once a year to the nurse at our medical practice. There, my doctors, and I have a general health check. I check my blood sugars, I check my cholesterol, anything to do with that, my weight, and every year it comes back perfectly fine. I'm very healthy, actually. So even though I might not look it, being a nice round plump person, I still want to stay on top of that and be healthy. So for now, I'm still a healthy person. As I get older, I think it might be more difficult to maintain the way I am now. So I'll continue to progress and keep getting healthier and fitter. We have been walking the dog more, but obviously while we're ill, it's pouring outside, it's raining, it's wet. So another thing is my hair. It's long hair and very thick, and I always have, I don't use a hairdryer on my hair, never. It makes my hair, it just goes like a big frizzy lion's mane. So I don't touch a hairdryer to my hair, it has to dry naturally. So washing my hair in the winter is a first thing in the morning thing, because it takes all day to dry naturally almost. So I've been thinking I probably should have my hair cut. I did it once before and it was a drastic thing. Short hair does not suit me. I'll figure something out. Medium hair, if I have it cut and need to keep it in a style, I have to have it cut within every 6 weeks, because that's how fast my hair grows. So I want to have it cut because it takes longer to wash, longer to dry, and it uses more shampoo, I'll tell you why in a minute, than my long hair. So I'm thinking I need to have it cut. So I'll think about that. I don't know, but at least if it's like this, I could just wash it and leave it. I don't have to have it cut or anything. Might occasionally once a year get it trimmed, but I don't have to do anything with it. I can wash it and leave it, so it's easy. But if it's short, I might have to have it cut more often, which is a cost, and I don't know anybody that cuts hair. And even if I did, I would still want to pay them, because I think it's a bit of a scrounging thing not to pay somebody for their work and their time that they would be paid for if they did for anybody else. So that's just a personal thing for me. I'd prefer to pay somebody to do a job than expect them to do it for nothing, because that just feels like scrounging to me. Because people's time is worth a lot to me, because I know what my time is worth and how people often take it for granted and just presume. So yeah, I don't know, we'll sort something. But anyway, on the hair washing side, shock, horror and surprise, I have not used traditional shampoo and conditioner since mid-November last year. Ew. No, I wash my hair every week, but I use chickpea flour to wash my hair. I mix it into a batter, like a thin ribbon running batter with water. The chickpea flour, I use a fine one. I massage that into my scalp in the dry hair. I massage it right the way through to my scalp. The rest of it then I pour over while I'm in the shower. I pour over the rest and massage it all in, and then I rinse it out. And then I use a herb tea made from lavender and chamomile from the garden, and I put some of my apple cider vinegar in, and that is my rinse with warm water for my hair. So that I use to rinse my hair with, and it's been fine. It's not been bad. My hair is still attached. It's not gone funny. It's not smelly. It's soft. And actually, while in the shower, I lose less hair. I have found that before I changed from shampoo and conditioner, I used to have quite a chunk of hair that would come out while I'm washing and conditioning and rinsing it, that I'd have to clear out the plug hole and there'd be a lot of hair. But now I don't lose as much hair as I did when I used shampoo and conditioner. Something in that. So if you can tell, it's still soft. It's not done anything weird. I think chickpea flour has been used for many years. I can't tell how long. I don't know, but in India they used to use chickpea flour. I don't know if they still do. Everybody seems to be trying to follow the West. Not a good idea. So yeah, it's still fine. When it's first washed and dried, it's in locks of curls, wavy curls. But it's okay. I've been doing fine. So I haven't bought shampoo and conditioner for months and months, and it's fine. And I hope you're not too grossed out. So that's about it. The weather is, it's raining for the first time properly in ages. We've had very dry weather. Actually, we had downpours. Was it earlier in December? We had absolute downpours and then absolutely nothing. We've had misty rain hanging around at night sometimes, but we've had no proper rain. So hopefully this will, I mean, the garden's taken care of. I still got to water the plants under the cover, but yeah, they're surviving. I need to feed the house plants. They're starting to look a bit yellowy, so I need to get some plant food for the house plants, because until a few months ago I didn't have any house plants at all, and now I've got a few. I love them. They help. Obviously they need to be fed and be healthy so that they can continue to try and help purify the air in the house, which means I probably need quite a few more in every room. Excuse me. So back onto the vapor rubs and some rest. I'm going to get some sleep now. Breakfast has been had. Some overnight porridge made with some nuts and seeds and fruit and plant milk, which was very nice. Felt healthful. And I'm going to get some rest, and hopefully I shall be able to make another video and speak to you again before the end of the week. It better be gone by then. All right, my lovelies. So wishing you good health, good days, and goodbye. Speak to you soon.